The truth.
Yeah, check this out. We don't talk about things that are nonsense. We don't even entertain nonsense, my brother. So we not even going to go there, with all due respect. But
if you're a star in Tinseltown, Judgment Day is closing in just a month away. I'm talking about Diddy's trial, set to start on May 12th. As the countdown ticks, a swarm of Diddy's associates are on edge, bracing for their possible inclusion in what could become rap's most sensational scandal to date. Every single day, fresh names pop up in lawsuits and headlines, leaving no doubt the trial will unveil even more celebrity skeletons. That's why we're rolling out a detailed expose on every celeb at risk of getting swept up in Diddy's whirlwind. What's driving the industry's biggest power couple to distance themselves so frantically from Sean Holmes? How did the famed athlete's name end up in a jaw-dropping Diddy lawsuit? And who's that one rapper going all in to defend Diddy no matter what? Is this chaos part of a calculated strategy, or are we witnessing the ultimate self-destructive gamble? We've poured over piles of affidavits, lawsuits, reports, and indictments to uncover Diddy's courtroom strategy. Will he sacrifice other celebrities to protect himself, or take the full hit on his own? And what about the other major players tied to the Diddy drama? Rap icons, A-list actors, even Super Bowl headliners. Could the Diddy trial be the bombshell that reshapes the entire entertainment world forever? One thing's clear. Jay-Z and Beyonce are pulling out all the stops to put distance between themselves and Diddy's alleged crimes. The connection between Jay and Diddy runs deep, spanning decades. As a young Brooklyn rapper on the rise, Jay was tight with the notorious B.I.G., who famously became Diddy's flagship artist in 1993. Over the years, the pair teamed up on numerous tracks, like Young G's from Diddy's 1996 No Way Out album, and I Know What Girls Like from Jay's In My Lifetime, Volume 1, the same year. Considering what we know now, that last title feels just a touch unsettling. Just a touch, you know? It's undeniable Jay and Diddy share striking parallels. Both climbed from humble roots to become music industry juggernauts. They transformed their success into billion-dollar empires spanning fashion, liquor brands, and high-profile business ventures, making them staples of public events together. With Jay and Diddy so often in each other's orbit, it's no surprise Diddy also crossed paths with Jay's longtime partner, Beyonce Knowles. In fact, the B-side to Beyonce and Jay's smash hit Crazy in Love was a Beyonce-Diddy collab titled Summertime. Like her husband, Beyonce was no stranger to being spotted alongside Diddy, courtside at games as recently as 2018, and even at Diddy's extravagant 50th birthday bash the following year. On Shannon Sharp's Club Shay Shay podcast, DaBaby mentioned his first encounter with JMB happened at a star-studded Diddy event in LA. It all painted a picture of Jay and Diddy's alliance as a perfectly orchestrated rap game power move. When you dig a bit deeper, the story takes a much darker turn. In November 2023, Diddy's ex, Cassie Ventura, filed a chilling lawsuit accusing Diddy of an array of horrific crimes, including abuse and sex trafficking. The allegations immediately sparked questions about who else might have been aware of Diddy's behavior. Given how often Jay-Z and Beyonce were seen with Diddy and Cassie, fans began speculating that the power couple could have been witnesses to what was happening behind the scenes. Adding fuel to the fire, a bizarre conspiracy theory about Beyonce started making the rounds on TikTok. Some fans noted that celebrities frequently thank Beyonce in public, on the surface, a harmless tribute. But conspiracy-minded users suggested something more sinister might be at play. Instead of simply showing admiration, these figures might be offering thanks to Beyonce as a shield, protecting themselves from some imagined wrath. For example, in October 2024, JoJo Siwa sparked intense debate when she publicly thanked Beyonce while accepting an award at the Industry Dance Awards. "I also have to say thank you to Beyonce, just so we keep the dance community safe," she declared. Conspiracy theorists quickly latched onto her comment, claiming it was another sign of celebrities bowing to Beyonce's alleged influence. JoJo, however, tried to shrug off the speculation. "The internet's going to run with whatever it wants," she said. But just weeks later, in December 2024, the rumors reached a boiling point. A civil lawsuit was filed that accused both Diddy and Jay-Z of involvement in the alleged sexual assault of a 13-year-old girl back in 2000 at an after-party for the MTV Video Music Awards. Both Diddy's and Jay-Z's legal teams strongly denied the allegations. Jay-Z, in particular, released a scathing statement through his company, Roc Nation, calling the accusations idiotic and heinous. He went further, accusing the lawyer behind the suit, Tony Busby, of attempting blackmail and vowing to expose him as a fraud. Although Busby stood firm on the accusation, the lawsuit against Jay-Z was dropped in February 2025. The unnamed accuser admitted there were discrepancies in her story during a recorded conversation with private investigators. She even acknowledged that Jay-Z never assaulted her and suggested her attorney, Tony Busby, had pressured her into filing the suit. Busby vehemently denied this, calling it an outright lie. Meanwhile, the accuser later claimed she withdrew the case out of fear, alleging she felt intimidated by Jay-Z and his fan base. In response, Jay-Z filed a countersuit, accusing both the accuser and Busby of defamation. He argued the lawsuit was a calculated effort to publicly humiliate him, resulting in threats against his family's safety. Fans couldn't help but notice that the couple's longtime bodyguard, Julius, appeared especially vigilant during their Grammy appearance that same year, where Beyoncé won Album of the Year. Some speculated the increased security was linked to the fallout from the Diddy lawsuit, but the drama didn't stop there. Jay-Z and Beyoncé were named in another shocking lawsuit filed on April 1st. Despite the timing, this was no April Fool's prank. In this civil suit, a man named Joseph Manza accused Diddy of assaulting him back in April 2015. The complaint also listed numerous celebrities reportedly present at the party, including Jay-Z, Beyoncé, LeBron James, Emilio Estefan, and Gloria Estefan. However, it's crucial to note that Manza isn't suing all of these individuals, just Diddy and Emilio for alleged misconduct. Even so, the court filings painted a disturbing image of what these infamous Diddy parties might have entailed. Manza claimed he was drugged and taken to the Estefan mansion on Star Island, an ultra-exclusive enclave in Miami where Diddy also owned a residence. When he arrived, Manza claimed Gloria Estefan noticed his deteriorated condition and attempted to call an ambulance, only for her husband Emilio to quickly shut her down. Manza also said he saw LeBron James passing by, clad only in a white bath towel. Allegedly, LeBron, upon noticing Manza's state, remarked, "Y'all better do something about that." And why was LeBron walking around a Diddy party in nothing but a towel? We don't know. Maybe we'll find out someday, maybe not. What we do know, according to the court filings, is that things spiraled even further out of control. Manza alleged that someone identified only as Diddy's personal sexual assistant led him through a network of hidden tunnels connecting the Estefan's mansion to Diddy's own house, where a birthday party was underway for Diddy's 17-year-old son, Christian Combs. Once there, Manza claimed Diddy forced him to wear a phallic mask and paraded him before a crowd that included Beyoncé and Jay-Z. Manza described Beyoncé's reaction as shocked, reportedly exclaiming, "What's this? What's this all about? Why is this half-naked man with a mask standing here in front of me?" The lawsuit alleged that Diddy then forced Manza to strip and humiliated him by marching him through multiple rooms filled with onlookers who jeered and taunted him. Some of the allegations from the lawsuit were so wild they almost defied belief. Manza accused Diddy of further degrading him by forcing him to watch him shower and eventually locking him into a black leather mask zipped over his head. Diddy's legal team vehemently denied all the accusations, calling them baseless. Other celebrities named in the suit also issued statements. Jay-Z's representatives stated the allegations were clearly false, noting Jay was in New York City at the time, attending events at NYU and SRO's community college to promote his streaming service, Tidal. Gloria and Emilio Estefan also denied the allegations, adding that the property in question wasn't their primary home, but rather another property owned by their family. Meanwhile, LeBron James's camp claimed he was nowhere near Miami at the time, as he was playing with the Cleveland Cavaliers. However, persistent rumors have long swirled around LeBron and his supposed connections to Diddy's infamous parties. While LeBron has openly praised Diddy's events in the past, his representatives firmly denied any involvement in the alleged incident. As Diddy's star-studded parties came under mounting scrutiny, fans pointed to a 2020 live stream where LeBron appeared alongside the bad boy mogul, giving him a proud shout-out. While LeBron's rep insists he wasn't at any particular party, it's safe to say those other Diddy soirees left a lasting impression on him. Meanwhile, while LeBron and the Carters seem eager to steer clear of Diddy's ongoing scandals, Kanye West appears to be charging straight into the chaos. Over the past few years, Ye and Diddy have had their share of ups and downs. Back in 2020, Kanye made a surprise appearance at the BET Awards to present Diddy with a Lifetime Achievement Award, calling him his favorite artist. But in true Kanye fashion, his speech took a turn into some rather bizarre territory. The Ye Diddy Love Fest didn't last long. Just a few months later, Diddy publicly criticized Kanye for debuting a controversial White Lives Matter t-shirt. Kanye, to put it mildly, didn't take it well. He not only shared private text messages between himself and Diddy, accusing him of threats and manipulation, but also launched into an incendiary Drink Champs interview, distributed by Diddy's own Revolt network. That explosive Drink Champs episode was later pulled, and Diddy attempted to make peace by showing up backstage at Ye's 2024 Rolling Loud set. Reportedly, Diddy hoped to have a private meeting after the performance, but Kanye blew him off, leaving him waiting. In a surprising twist, Kanye's animosity toward Diddy has seemingly done a complete 180 in recent months. Ever since Diddy ended up in the infamous MDC Brooklyn jail, Kanye has emerged as his most outspoken and fervent defender. Kanye has used his platform to rally support for Diddy, even going so far as to urge Kendrick Lamar to dedicate his Super Bowl performance to calling for Diddy's release. Unsurprisingly, Kendrick didn't follow through on that suggestion. Lately, Kanye seems almost eager to tie his name to Diddy, and in October 2024, their connection became headline news when both were named in a lawsuit filed by Ye's former assistant. The assistant, Lauren Posada, alleged she was assaulted during a studio session hosted by both Kanye and Diddy. According to the lawsuit, Posada felt disoriented after taking just a few sips of a drink provided by Ye's team, and she later had no memory of what transpired. Posada claimed Kanye admitted they kinda hooked up, despite her having no recollection of the event. While Diddy was named in the suit, he wasn't accused of any direct wrongdoing. This wasn't Posada's first legal action against Kanye either. Months earlier, in June 2024, she had sued him for breach of contract and sexual assault. Despite the gravity of these allegations, Kanye only amplified his support for Diddy. In March 2025, Ye released a track called Lonely Rose, Go to Sunshine, which featured Diddy's vocals recorded via a jailhouse phone call. The song also included a feature from his own 11-year-old daughter, Northwest. North's mother, Kim Kardashian, was reportedly furious at Ye's decision to include their child on a song involving someone accused of serious misconduct. She attempted to block the release of the track by sending cease and desist letters. Undeterred, Kanye released the song anyway, prompting Kim to request an emergency hearing with a judge, a session Kanye reportedly didn't even attend. Kanye's unwavering support of Diddy has raised questions about how it might impact his family, particularly his ability to spend time with his kids. In a particularly controversial interview with DJ Academics, Kanye appeared wearing a chain adorned with a swastika, a Sean John t-shirt, and an all-black KKK-style outfit. The interview's content stirred even more backlash, with Ye defending his controversial choices and doubling down on his alliance with Diddy. Ye has referred to Diddy as his twin and stated he's ready to bury their past conflicts. Judging by Ye's recent moves, it's almost as if he's daring the world to lump him in with Diddy. While Kanye may be fearless, plenty of celebrities linked to Diddy's past appear to be bracing themselves. Take Jennifer Lopez, for example. She had a highly publicized on-again, off-again relationship with Diddy from 1999 to 2001, a time when they were hailed as one of the music industry's ultimate power couples. But their union took a dark turn when they became embroiled in a 1999 nightclub shooting in New York that left 3 people injured. According to accounts, Diddy clashed with a notorious Brooklyn gangster nicknamed Scar, which escalated into gunfire. Natanya Rubin, one of the victims, accused Diddy of shooting her before fleeing the scene alongside J-Lo, his bodyguard, Wolf, and Shine, a rapper signed to Diddy's Bad Boy label. In the chaotic aftermath, all 4 were arrested, though charges against J-Lo were dropped almost immediately. The fallout was severe for Diddy, who faced multiple weapons charges and the possibility of years behind bars. The trial dominated headlines, but by March 2001, both Diddy and Wolf were acquitted. Shine, however, wasn't as fortunate. He was convicted on 5 counts and sentenced to 10 years in prison. Shine later accused Diddy's legal team of throwing him under the bus to protect Diddy, claiming he was set up to take the blame. Since the trial and their subsequent breakup, J-Lo has kept her distance from Diddy, fueling speculation that she knows more about the mogul's darker side than she lets on. In 2003, J-Lo revealed that Diddy's infidelity was the final straw in their relationship. But by 2014, she expressed gratitude, acknowledging that he taught her a lot. With the allegations of abuse and scandal now casting a shadow over Diddy's legacy, J-Lo's history with him has come under renewed scrutiny. Cassie Ventura's 2023 lawsuit even included claims that Diddy forced her to carry firearms in her purse. Could Diddy have coerced J-Lo into similar behavior during their stormy relationship? A resurfaced clip from a 2015 appearance on The Wendy Williams Show shows J-Lo's mom harshly dismissing any notion of her daughter reconciling with Diddy. In 2024, J-Lo released a documentary titled The Greatest Story Never Told, where she emotionally recounted being mistreated during a past relationship. While she didn't name names, many have speculated that she was referring to her time with Diddy. Given her ties to one of his most notorious scandals, it wouldn't be surprising if her name came up in Diddy's upcoming trial. Another figure whose past association with Diddy is drawing attention is Ashton Kutcher. In the early 2000s, Kutcher and Diddy both had shows on MTV, Kutcher's infamous prank series Punk'd and Diddy's reality competition, Making the Band. Kutcher became a regular at Diddy's events, even co-hosting a 2009 white party with him to benefit the Malaria No More charity. While there's nothing inherently wrong with socializing at Diddy's parties, Ashton has made some curious comments about them over the years. During a joint 2018 appearance on The Late Late Show with James Corden, they even joked about running for president together. But when Kutcher appeared on Hot Ones in 2019, he sidestepped a question about what really went down at those infamous gatherings. Having spent nearly 2 decades as a Diddy confidant, Ashton may have his reasons for keeping certain stories under wraps. While he once spoke openly about his friendship with Diddy, he's remained silent since the allegations against Diddy began circulating. Meanwhile, a series of lawsuits have thrown shocking new light on the lives of several major celebrities. In 2024, record producer Lil Rod claimed that Diddy boasted about a past relationship with a man described as a Philadelphia rapper who also dated Nicki Minaj. Given that Meek Mill is a well-known Philly native and had a high-profile romance with Minaj between 2014 and 2016, this revelation has stirred up even more intrigue. There's really only one person the rumors seem to point to, and it didn't take long for Meek to jump on Twitter and refute the allegations. He denied being gay and even pledged to put up $100,000 for an investigative team to uncover the full truth about any connection between his name and Diddy's case. It's been over a year now, yet Meek hasn't shared any updates on the findings of this supposed investigation. For some, his denial hasn't been entirely convincing, especially since Meek and Diddy have often been seen together in the past, but Meek wasn't the only name mentioned. Lil Rod also claimed Diddy boasted about a sexual relationship with a singer who's performed at the Super Bowl and had a highly successful Las Vegas residency. If you connect the dots, it seems to point toward Usher, who headlined the 2024 Super Bowl halftime show and has long-standing ties to Diddy. In fact, back in the day, Usher was sent to live with Diddy by producer L.A. Reid when he was just 15. During a 2004 interview with Rolling Stone, Usher shared some unsettling memories, recalling how Diddy exposed him to sex at a young age. There were always girls around, Usher revealed. You'd open a door and see somebody doing it, or several people in a room having an orgy. Crazy stuff. Seeing that at 15 is crazy. Though he spoke openly then, Usher has grown noticeably quieter on the topic over the years. During a 2016 interview with Howard Stern, when pressed about Diddy, Usher firmly shut it down. Hell no! Usher hasn't commented on the latest allegations involving Diddy, but fans noticed a curious development. His tweets mysteriously vanished. In September 2024, speculation swirled that Usher's scrubbed Twitter timeline might be connected to Diddy, though Usher claimed he was hacked and the deleted post reappeared later. Still, the timing was enough to fuel the rumor mill. By March 2025, even NFL star Odell Beckham Jr. found himself tangled in whispers related to Diddy's widening scandal. Even comedian Drusky couldn't escape being dragged into the Diddy scandal. A woman named Ashley Parham filed a lawsuit in which she claimed that in 2018, Diddy drugged, kidnapped, and assaulted her. According to Parham, Diddy even instructed Drusky to assault her while Odell Beckham Jr. allegedly looked on. Drusky quickly denied the accusations, stating that he wasn't even part of the entertainment world at the time. I was broke, living with my mom, and had zero connections to the industry back then, he said. Including my name in this is ridiculous. Odell also pushed back against the allegations, taking to social media to say, "Boy, I'll tell you what, this world makes absolutely no sense. I'm covered by God. He will prevail. My name will be cleared. This is stupid." Still, observers couldn't help but note Drusky's known association with Diddy. After all, they had appeared together in a number of popular skits. As for Odell, he had been seen at more than a few of Diddy's infamous parties. Denials aside, this put both of them under increased scrutiny. The Diddy trial looms as a potential turning point for the entire music industry. Legal experts have already speculated on Diddy's likely defense tactics. Insiders claim his team is preparing to be fiercely strategic with jury selection, aiming to seat as many sympathetic jurors as possible. But what happens if Diddy feels cornered? Over the years, some of the world's biggest stars have been guests at Diddy's events. Reports suggest that the federal investigation has uncovered video evidence from Diddy's so-called freak-offs, involving some of the industry's top celebrities. If Diddy decides to reveal damaging information about his former friends and colleagues, the fallout could be enormous. Never before has the entertainment world faced such intense scrutiny. With Diddy fighting for his freedom, he may be willing to betray some of his closest allies. As the trial date approaches, all eyes are on what promises to be a landmark moment for the music industry. We'll keep you posted every step of the way. Stay tuned.